What's up guys, welcome to a new video. Marty here. So we're going to be looking at a deck today. This is an Expo Cycle deck. I feel it's a really strong deck. I've gone up to 5,510 trophies, which puts me around about, where did it put me again? It puts me around about 9,400 in the world. So that is pretty good, I guess. I've never really pushed before, not this much anyway on ladder, and I felt it was pretty easy to get to 5,500. So I'm looking to get 5,800 hopefully by the end of this season. We've only got a week left and it's only 300 trophies, and I feel I can do it with this Expo deck. It's a really strong deck. Like I say, I used to run Mega Minion before, so I used to run Mega Minion instead of Archers, but the Archers are just a better fit. I felt Mega Minion was good for a while. It did get nerfed recently, maybe that's why it's not as good, but the Archers definitely that bit better. So you can actually see my log. We'll go down a little bit where I was using Mega Minion and where I was actually going wrong as well. You can see that I was winning most decks, well, winning against most people at the start here. I mean, I got quite a few wins in a row there, but I started losing to Giant. I mean, Mega Minion I feel does a little bit better against Giant, but Archers are just good for cleaning up little units. It takes Mega Minion far too long to swing. I mean, that kind of Giant Three Musketeer deck, I lost to it every single time. I felt it was a counter deck. If you use your Giant properly, I just really don't think you can do much against it except from draw against that kind of Giant deck. But he just got a really big build up in the end. Maybe I was kind of fireballing his pump a little bit too much and not trying to get value out my fireball, like getting minions plus something else on top of that as well. But yeah. Still, I think the Mega Minion has its place in this deck, but the Archers again are a little bit better. So I was winning a bit more. I was losing to actually Mortar decks, and I don't know about Mortar decks. They're still really strong at the moment. Obviously, they've been taken down a little bit. They've been nerfed a little bit, Mortar decks, but again, really, I don't know, I just don't seem to do very well against it. We've also got some Balloon decks. I do really well against Balloon as long as I play stuff properly against Balloon. I think I should win pretty much most of the time. You can see I dominate most Balloons. I actually lost to a weird kind of hog cycle deck. He's actually got Telsa in his deck as well. Telsa probably a good fit in there as well, because Telsa is such a strong defensive unit at the moment. Can pretty much clear up everything with a little bit of help as well. So just because it can hit air, it can hit ground, and it does so much damage. That's why it's so good in this Expo deck. Like sometimes against some decks, I'm literally just sitting in defense pretty much 70% of the game and not using my Expo offensively and just defending all the time, getting that spell cycle off and getting that chip damage done to the tower. So it's become more like a, I don't know, like a one connection with the Expo, a good connection with the Expo, and then just chipping the tower down afterwards. That's what I feel this deck is right now. But again, we're going to get into some of the games, guys. We're going to get into some of the games with the Lava Hound and just some different decks as well, just to show you what I've come against, guys. So let me know in the comments below what you are actually pushing with this season, what trophies you're at as well, and which decks are actually working for you. So I'm going to get into some games right now. Hopefully you enjoy it, and let's get into it now. Right, so we're going to get into the game. This is the last game that actually got me to 5,500. So I'm just going to show you how I played a little bit. We're probably going to put it in ×2 right now and just skip through it right now. So I'm just waiting a little bit, just cycling through. I don't know what he's playing, so I really need to find out what he's playing first. I know he's probably got probably going for, well, 3 Musketeers, and he puts his pump down. I do have Fireball in my hand, but I actually go for an aggressive Expo instead, and I actually go for a Fire. I don't think I go for a Fireball here, but I think we get a good connection onto the tower. We get a little bit of chip damage done to the tower. He has got them pump up. He's way ahead in Elixir right now, but I know I've got that Fireball. I know he can stop Fireball's 3 Musketeers, maybe get some value out of his 3 Musketeers. So he's actually going for a pump again. That's the second pump. He's actually put down a lot of Elixir there, so I'm going for the Expo straight away. He goes for Goblin Split. I feel he just overcommitted Elixir here a little bit. I got the Telso down. Telso got some good value, and Expo got a connection again. So more damage on his tower again. You can see he is ahead in Elixir again, but he's not really able to get through. Double Elixir is coming up, so that's his time to push. He puts another pump down, so I go for another offensive Expo again. Another Telsa going down. You can see how good that defensive Telsa is. The log goes down just as its way to connect to the Telsa, to allow the Telsa to yeah, just do a little bit of extra damage there and not get the battle ram down. 3 Musketeers are split now, so I go for a defensive Expo. I know I can spell his left hand tower down. He's going for a huge push on the right hand side, but I'm just able to defend it so easily with that defensive Expo, and then I get a Fireball. I need one more Fireball log, so it's an easy cycle here. I know he can't get through to my towers in time. By the time I cycle back, and Fireball going down that left hand side. So good control of that matchup. I really went offensive that whole start of the game. I know he put his pumps down. I know he didn't have enough elixir to really defend me really well. He's only got Ice Golem for a tank as well, so I mean, if you get a good defense of your Expo gets that little bit of chip damage in, and then you can just Fireball in the end. Defensive Expos, and 3 Musketeers don't really get through that well. If you always have that Fireball in your hand as well, it just means they can never put the minion horde down, and you can throw it on the 3 Musketeers as well in defense. Even if he throws down, if you get that point where there's 2 Musketeers and a battle ram charging at you, I mean, you can throw the Fireball plus the log down there and get so much value. That's you getting 2 Musketeers and getting the battle ram pretty much as well, with help from the Talslot always defensively. He should never really connect to your tower. So we're gonna get into a second game, guys, so here we go. Right, so we're going to get into this Graveyard deck. So Graveyard, quite easy for me to beat, to be honest with you. You've got those archers. If you remember to keep your archers to defend against that Graveyard, you should win most of the time. So he's going for split archers in the back. I think I do the same, which is obviously a bit of a mistake for me. I thought in my head he's going maybe Expo, something along that lines, because all I've seen is archers so far, but he's put his knight down. He's going straight for the Graveyard. I've got defensive Tesla straight in the middle. Valkyrie should be always on where the Graveyard has the most space, so that's the left hand side, I guess, because they're going to place it more towards the left hand side, so that's where most of the skeletons are actually going to spawn. So always put your Valkyrie down here. So you've got a slight counter push coming up here. We got the Expo. He does go for bats. I do find it hard to clear up bats, but I mean, if you get the Ice Spirit and you get all those bats within that Ice Spirit, obviously you're just getting huge value from that. So he's going for the Tesla as well. I actually just log it to take it down so the Expo can connect to the tower. He does actually put anything down fast enough and we get full connection onto the tower. So we're going to ×2 now just to speed through this a little bit. So the archers are coming forward here. I've got a little bit of chip damage to the start. He does have his knight. He has got his Graveyard in his hand, but I've got my archers in my hand. Even if I use archers early, sometimes you can actually get a cycle back to it. This is a really fast cycle to get back to your units. So we got the Talisman defense. We got the Valkyrie going down, some bats chipping away as well, and yeah, a little bit of damage getting, yep. We got the Talso down, we got the Expo. This Expo actually does go down. I log the archers just so he gets no damage in with the archers. So I'm just trying to control the situation, not trying to take too much damage here. So we are cycling again. We go straight to the Expo. I tried to get the Expo down as fast as possible. He's not really got that good defense for it. He does get that good defense off here. I get the log down on the left hand side. He's not done any damage again. He couldn't get that Graveyard on the right hand side constantly because I'm keep putting up pressure with the Expo. I get a Fireball off here, really nice Fireball, got loads of stuff in the Fireball there. Log going on the left hand side, get a bit more chip damage again, so there's only 1600 HP left in that tower. I know now all I need is one decent connection with that Expo and I should be able to get it here. So the Expo's connecting again, even though it's a little bit damage, there's a little bit of chip damage. His Graveyard's been sitting in his hand this whole time. He's not able to go aggressive with it. This is the first time he's actually able to go aggressive. You can see my Valk skeleton combo clears it up really well. A couple skeletons right hand side, Tesla still in the middle defending, well, taking down the tank that's coming forward, and Valk is actually clearing up that left hand side really easily. So here's where I just spell cycle most of the time. I don't actually need to put the Expo up anymore. He does go for the Graveyard. He doesn't, I think he does get a little bit of damage off here with the log on the right hand side. Knight not able to get through. He puts Telsa up defensively on the left hand side and I'm just at the Fireball cycle phase, and yeah, Expo goes up defensively. Can't really get much damage in here. I think he does maybe get a little bit in there, but another Fireball going down again. Log down left hand side. Big push on this right hand side, but again this Expo combo is going to easily clear this up. Archers go down and Fireball finishes off his tower. So again, just getting huge pressure off there, constantly putting down the Expo. I know he doesn't have a giant, no he doesn't have a big tank. All he really had was a knight, and a knight isn't really that strong, I'd say, especially when you've got Tesla down defending it really well. So I don't know, I don't think his Graveyard deck is really that good, to be honest with you, especially against my deck, just because I can defend it really well with the archers. Defensive Expo, he can never get through. He has to Fireball it. There's always going to be an Expo sitting up there. So we're going to get into another game, guys. We're going to get into a Lava Loon deck, and probably the highest level one I can find, I think. But yeah, let's get into that deck right now. So 2 seconds. Right, so we're getting into this Lava Loon deck. So we got G Lava Hound versus me. So yeah, I think it's just purely just holding your Telsa here. I'm going to speed this up a bit again, probably put it in ×2 just so it's not a slow start. So I'm just cycling stuff a little bit. He's not actually put anything down himself. I've just cycled through pretty much most of my units there. I actually did a huge mistake here. and I shouldn't have split my archers like that. I mean, I wanted to put down the tombstone. The Telsa does go down eventually, but this balloon is going to be really hard, I think, for me. Well, would have been really hard for me to clear up if he did put it at the bridge there, I think. But the Expo is actually going down offensively on the left hand side, so that's going to tank for the Lava Hound plus balloon a little bit, and that Telsa getting loads of value. I'd say taking that Lava Hound down as well, the balloon going over to the right hand side as well, so not really much done there. And Expo offensively on the left hand side. I always put my Expo offensively against Lava Hound if he places it right at the back, pretty much in the opposite lane most of the time, but sometimes I actually do it on the main lane and then have that tank for the Telsa pretty much, and yeah, get some good connections in. So this guy can't really do too much to me. I've got Expo down the right hand side. He's not really got a big tank to actually take down this Expo. So he's just struggling taking down the Expo in general, so he's actually trying to go for a 3 crown here, I think. Well, a 3 crown kind of push. We got Expo up in the middle again. Defensively, we've got the Telsa going down pretty soon. We got Telsa down behind that as well. Telsa is such a huge thing here. You need to place it properly. If you let the balloon take it down straight away, you're pretty much going to lose the game. So I just pretty much controlled that matchup with actually going with offensive Expos, forcing him to sometimes put things in front of his Lava Hound, or that's what I want him to do, just so he hasn't got this big push behind his Lava Hound, and eventually chipping everything down with the Telsa after that. I feel like Lava Hound is just really easy to come against. We're going to go look at this balloon deck actually a little bit as well. So this is just a cycle balloon deck. He has got barbarians in it as well, a little bit of a different deck. I've never really seen this kind of deck before, but it's all about controlling this balloon as best as possible. But I think with balloons most of the time on ladder, people go way too offensive at the start. Look, he's going for the balloon straight away. We've got the Telsa down, we got the fireball down, and that just clears up everything. I mean, I'm behind an elixir again. I've got the Valk down the right hand side, having to play something against his minions, but skeletons just obviously lure them away as well. Do that as much as you possibly can as well. Even with a minion horde, you place those skeletons there, pull them across the left hand side, you should easily be able to do it. But this Telsa clearing everything up really well. Not really actually put my Expo down yet, so I'm just waiting till double exit at this point. Need to defend these balloons as much as possible, and eventually going down for my Expo on the right hand side. So the Valk goes down, so that's easily going to be able to clear up the side, and the balloon comes down again, so that was a decent balloon from him. Don't really get any damage in with the Expo, but the archers clearing it up, only taking balloon damage again, so not taking that much damage from the balloon. We need so yeah, I think we're gonna get the Expo down again. His balloon's not in cycle this time. He does do the bat, so I do Telsa just so I can put down the Expo. The Telsa is up defensively, so that should help clear most of this up. I think I go for, yeah, I think this balloon actually takes down this Expo again, but that was a nice cycle from him. No damage on the tower again. I think this is one of these games where it goes into a long game. I'm just having to defend this balloon every single time with his Telsa, and I don't really get much of a connection. I think I get one huge connection with the Expo. He cannot stop it. He hasn't got the firepower to actually stop it. The minions going down, the Valkyrie defending here, the Telsa going up, so Expo getting a full connection again on the right hand tower. Ice Spirit just in time, stops the balloon just that second to stop to take out the Expo. So here's where I think where I start going defensively again. It's just defensive Telsas, defensive cycle all the time. This is a nice balloon from him. This was actually pretty close. I think he actually got a connection off here, didn't actually get a connection. That was a little bit, if he was a little bit maybe earlier with the arrows, he might have been able to get me down, but I just go for spam in the middle here. I'm just getting as many Telsas up as I possibly can, getting back to the fireball. All I need now is one more fireball to be able to take us down in this last Telsa. I just can cycle to the Telsas so fast. It's so easy to cycle to Telsas. Fireball on the right hand side, and all it's going to take now is one more fireball to take us down. I got the Telsa back in my hand again. The archers just clearing everything up there. The fireball going down and taking down the right hand tower. So every single time when they get to around about, probably I would start around about maybe 1200 HP even to cycle fireball, and you can normally get their tower down. There's just so much time in ladder now, so I think it's really good that they've added in that extra time. You can really draw out matches, even against some of the matches you like giant and stuff like that. You can really draw them out and really win sometimes, just because of maybe even cycle just with your fireball spells, just because it's a 6-minute game match most of the time. But I'm not really doing very well against Giant. Like I say, I didn't come against much Giant all the way up to 5,500, so I'm actually pretty surprised at the end there I didn't come against many Giants. Otherwise I maybe would have lost just that little bit more. I did lose to that deck as well. No, that was Grand Challenge. But yeah guys, so that is it. That is me up to 5,510. I'm going to try push up to 5,800. That's going to be this Sunday, and it'll be on my live stream. We'll hopefully get that 300 trophies within that live stream. So hopefully you enjoyed the video guys. Do you want to like and subscribe? That'd be awesome. And if you also want to comment below what deck you're pushing with this season and how it's getting on for you, what kind of trophy level you're at, and if you're even trying to push top 200 or just trying to push top 10k like me. So thanks all for watching guys, and I'll see you guys in the next one.